Manchester United versus Arsenal. Need I say more? I mean, Vieira, Keane, Rooney, Campbell. The picture paints itself. The first 30 minutes were all Arsenal knocking the ball about, playing passes into the channels. Man United could not get a hold of the game. They were just sitting in their low block for the first 30 minutes. And for the first time, well, not the first time, but let's just say something that doesn't happen frequently in the Premier League, we got a goal in the first half. So we actually had a goal to show for all our dominance in the first 30 minutes. 1-0 Arsenal, everything was hunky dory. The first goal, the ball was passed to Hincapié in one of these inverted spaces that our fullbacks are now covering, which is normally the inside 10 positions, right? And there's one thing Hincapié put in a great ball that I must highlight this. I don't think anybody in our squad can actually put in the ball Hincapié put in. I think his profile is the only one that affords for this. Miles Lewis Skelly, not I won't say crossing is his best attribute, more so driving with the ball. And Calafiori, pretty much the same. He's not really a crosser. I'm not saying that he can't, but it's not something that he looks to do. So big ups to Nkapie for that cross, and then Saka bringing it down with a beautiful touch, and Odegaard put it back in a dangerous area. And yeah, we got a lucky deflection and 1-0 Arsenal. But after that first goal, oh my god, we became a bag of nerves. And that what happened in the 37th minute? My maestro, my midfield guru, decides to give Man United a gift of a pass. And I understand we play a high risk brand of football, but that's unacceptable, especially for somebody as good as Zubimendi. But yeah, mistakes happen in football. Second half, probably one of the worst Arsenal second halves I've seen in a very long time. First of all, I have to give credit to Manchester United. They showed their quality. Big up Michael Carrick. I don't know how he's done it in like 2 seconds or 2 weeks, however long he's been there. But my days, the football I saw Manchester United play yesterday, all I can do is give credit to them for how they played. Like they invited the pressure and they were willing to play through it. It wasn't a kick and hope. It wasn't a kick and run. They remembered that they know how to play football, and they did. So let's start by giving Manchester United the credit they deserve. They played a hell of a second half yesterday. My Nigerian brother Patrick Dogu had a freaking stormer of a game. Cannot lie, was winning second balls, was winning first headers against the likes of the best defenders in the league. Inspiring performance for Patrick Dogu. All I can do is give that boy credit. And then him and Bruno decided to do their best Santi and Jack Wilshere impersonation. And what a cracking goal from Dogu. Honestly, cannot even hate on that. Shout out to him. Sometimes, you just have to put your hands up. I don't know. Maybe we could have defended better. Maybe we could have gone stuck and not lost the ball where we lost the ball. But sometimes you just have to hold your hands up and be like, yo, that was a crazy goal. The rest of that second half was just us trying our best to break down that low block. But honestly, it just looked like we were short of ideas. The central areas, yes, they overloaded, but it just doesn't feel like Arsenal are ever willing to take that risk to play through it. It just feels like every time get the ball to the wings, let the wings cross it in. If the wings can't get the cross in, hopefully we get a corner and then we try and score from the corner. I'm not complaining about the corners. I love the fact that we score set pieces. I love the fact even more that rival fans hate it. So not even trying to say there's anything bad about scoring set pieces. I'm just saying I would like to see a bit more with the team we have. We have the deepest squad in the league, arguably in the world, and we end up playing the same players or the same way week in, week out. At some point, I would just like the manager not to be reactive, right? Because what happens when we concede, he brings on the four subs, which I don't know if I've ever seen him do that before. So that just lets me know that he panicked a bit, right? And this is not the first time. Arteta is definitely, I would say, a reactive manager rather than a proactive one, right? I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I guess on some days it's good, on some days it's bad, but I would obviously like to see him switch it up a bit more, personally. I just think that the team selection wasn't the best team selection for this game. I think we need a bit more attacking minded players, a bit more brave players on the pitch to do things, you know what, to actually break down those low blocks and to actually score from central areas, ideally. We get one of those set pieces, and our big game player of the season, probably last 2 seasons, Mikel Merino comes in and grabs a goal for us. The Emirates allowed. Everyone thinks we can get the winner. Everyone, the team tried to go for the winner, get. And do I blame them for doing that? No, of course not. I'm not going to be happy with just sitting back for a draw at home. Go for the win every freaking time. 3 minutes after we score, 3 minutes after we score, we allow some BS to happen. And it's just very unlike Arsenal, honestly. Like, our USP is our defense. And honestly, the way we just allowed United fans win first ball, win headers, win duels, win second balls in our own half is just, frankly, it was just embarrassing to watch. And that's what led to that Cunha goal. Another crazy finish for Mateus Cunha. I mean, he, as soon as he came on, his body language said that he was gonna leave his imprint on this game. Like, everything he did coming on, like, he had, that's what you do if you're a sub. If you're a sub, go watch what Mateus Cunha just did against Arsenal. That is how you play the game. That's how you play a big game when they bring you on. He didn't lose the ball, winning fouls up and down. And when it was his moment to strike, he took it. So another brilliant goal. And that was well deserved from Manchester United, honestly. Like, the better team won on the day. So let me just say that. The better team definitely won on the day. So what does this mean for Arsenal going forward? So going forward, what have we done with this result? We've given hope to City and Villa that we can be caught, right? That's what any logical person will see when you see a result like that we can be caught. But what I would say is that what is the mark of a champion? What is the mark of a man? What's the mark of a person? Is how you react to adversity. We've lost to Manchester United at home. I can't remember the last time we even lost at home. Can't remember the last time we even conceded 3 goals. So going forward, how do you respond to this? That is what lets you know if you're going to be a worthy champion or not. So, contrary to everyone losing their mind on the platform, as the boy said, which sounds a bit cliche, but it is true. This is the time to stick together. This is the time to get your heads down. This is the time that your brothers need to show up for each other. So, if the Arsenal fans aren't doing it, I'm just hoping the players are doing it for themselves, because it's 4 points. It's not the end of the world. Final thoughts on the game? Bad day at the office. Lick your wounds and we go again. My message to the team is for a bit of braveness, honestly. Our best players, the ones that get paid the big bucks, are Odegaards, our Sakas, our Trossards. This is our Declan Rices. This is the time to step up. Mikel Merino cannot be outshining you guys in big moments. Not that I'm complaining about Mikel Merino's performances or anything, because he's been great for us, but the other people, I need a bit of bravery. I need you to, get away from the script a bit, I know there's a certain way we play, but sometimes I just need us to, like, just scrunch that paper, ball, and throw it out the window and go do something special. This is football. Like, what are we doing here? Like, yes, tactics are great. Tactics are necessary. But this is football. You are the players, bro. You make things happen on the pitch. There's only so much the manager can do. There's only so much the manager can do. You're on the pitch. Declan Rice, when you were taking that free kick against Real Madrid, they were saying you should cross it in, bro. What did you do? You decided to smack it into the top pins. All I'm asking for is a bit of braveness. Get away from the script. Get away from the matrix. Get away from the tactics a bit. And when this ball is at your feet, do something special. You're capable of doing it. I know you are. Bukayo Saka, especially, you are capable of doing it. You are the best player in the club, and we back you. We know you can do it.